What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great, dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, let's get to it. And we are back. We have fight week going on. Yes, yes, yes. I should have dropped this video like 2 days ago, but I'm going to do it today anyway. And the fight I'm talking about this Saturday between unified light heavyweight champion, none other than Artur Beterbiev, who is 19 wins, no losses, no draws, 19 wins by way of knockout. Man, that guy is a massive puncher. And yes, he is on a roll in his career. His last win was an 8th round KO over Anthony Yard. Um, excuse me, over Anthony Yard. And this fight between him and former super middleweight champion Callum Smith, who is 29 wins, one loss, no draws, with 21 wins by way of knockout. This fight was supposed to take place last August 20th to be exact. But Artur Beterbiev, he had some type of infection going on in his jaw. They required him to get surgery, so they had to push it back. And January 13th is the date they set on. And this fight is a very interesting fight. First, let's talk about the champion. Artur Beterbiev, as I said before, 19 wins, all 19 wins by way of knockout. Um, he uh he knocked out. He got a stoppage, I'll say, over Anthony Yard. Um, Knocked him down a good time, and then his corner stepped in and stopped the fight. I watched the fight. I thought it was an actually really good fight. Up until about where, let's say, about the 5th round or something like that, kind of where Artur Beterbiev he got into his groove and he found his range. He got into the mid range and he was very, very, very successful, mixing his punches up, turning Anthony Yard, cornering him, getting him on the ropes, mixing the shots up, body shots, going upstairs, uppercuts. Um, he caught him with that kind of like that inside right hand as Anthony Yard was trying to go for a little uppercut, stumbled him, dropped him. I mean, what can you say? The man is a bad man for sure, for sure. But um, at this point, it'll be just almost under a year that he's been out of the ring since that fight. For Callum Smith, it'll be going on 16 months, a 16-month layoff for him. So we have to see if that plays a factor in this fight. Um, Callum Smith, let's talk about him. He's 6'3", got a 78-inch reach, and he is on a 2-fight win streak, 2-fight KO streak ever since he lost his WBA and ring title to Canelo Alvarez back in the Alamo Dome. Um, that was, yeah, oof, man, it was a unanimous decision. But with one thing that I did not like from Callum Smith in that fight is he allowed Canelo to do what Canelo does. Walk you down. Not, I don't want to just say bully you, but definitely puts the pressure on and just explodes. For him to be 6'3", you would expect him to do something different, be a bigger man, do something different. I watched his last fight, and he got the 4th round KO in that fight. And he wasn't necessarily just being the total big man, but he definitely had his moments where he was coming forward and letting his hands go, and he was doing the necessary things to get his opponent out of there. He dropped his opponent one time, and then the second time he dropped him, it was out. Like, if that bottom rope wasn't there, his opponent probably would have rolled out the ring. So that was a good fight for him. But that 16-month layoff, that's the problem I'm having right now. Um, with Artur Beterbiev, he is the smaller guy in this fight with a 73-inch reach, and he's standing at 6 foot. So Callum Smith has a 5-inch reach advantage, 3-inch height advantage. How will that play out? Will he use that to his advantage? Or, with this type of fighter being smaller, will it be that same kind of fight that he had with Canelo, where he allows the smaller man, Callum Smith, allow the smaller man to be the bigger man. I don't know. I don't want to see that. But ultimately, with this fight, I'm hard pressed to pick Callum Smith to win this fight. Don't be surprised. I'm expecting Artur Beterbiev this fight, and I think he could probably win this fight by knockout. I don't know, but I'm gonna say this will be the first fight that goes the distance for Artur Beterbiev. Unless he wears down Callum Smith and gets him in the later rounds, this will be the first time he goes the distance. I think it'll be probably somewhere in the split decision range. I'm gonna say Artur Beterbiev wins a split decision. Um, Nah, I'm not gonna say a split decision. I'm gonna say a unanimous decision. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm joking. I'm gonna say unanimous decision. But if Artur Beterbiev gets a knockout, I think it'll come around round 10. He explodes from the mid range, and once he finds his groove in that range and closes the distance, he's definitely one of those guys. You just have to keep your eyes open because it can be lights out. You know, he can just turn them out at the drop of a dime. So, with that being said, who do you guys think is going to win this fight? Do you got Artur Beterbiev continuing his win streak, making it to 20? Will he get a knockout and it'll be 20 wins, 20 knockouts? Or will Callum Smith come through with the so said upset, excuse me, and that'll be Artur Beterbiev's first loss, and it would make Callum Smith be his 30th win. Yes, 30th win. Now, one thing I want to say before I get out of here is that Eddie Hearn did say that they are wanting or already working contract details out for the winner of this fight to face DMITRY BIVOL sometime later this year for Undisputed. You guys got to remember, Artur Beterbiev holds the WBC, WBO, WBA Ring Magazine titles, no, the IBF, excuse me, and Ring Magazine titles, while DMITRY BIVOL has the WBA light heavyweight title. So, will we see a full unification fight? Will we see an undisputed fight later this year? Who's going to win out of this fight? You guys let me know down in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, drop that comment. I appreciate you guys. Peace.